From Germany to Belgium, we are here once again for the first time in a really long time, and for the first time in a couple weeks. It's a F1 CSKL doubleheader, but this time here on a Saturday afternoon, the Crazy Sports Good League takes action here at Circuits de Spa Francorchamps Grand Prix. We are here in Spa, or should I say the Belgium Grand Prix. It's going to be a fun one. Last week we saw Andre Schreiner win a chaotic race from Germany, and yeah, she's starting on the pole, but in need of a good points haul. Bailey Winstead 50 points back. She can still win the regular season championship. Nolan Farley 5 points back. He's in need of a good run in this race. Garrett Irwin, Cohen Warren, Lily Horner, and others pretty much are in must-win situations, but they aren't in must-win situations, but they are behind by 100 points. Garrett Irwin and others need to do well. Let's see where your favorite drivers are starting. Andre Schreiner is starting on the pole. She was last week's winner in Germany. Then it's Jerome Lomax, Kwame Rayner, Penn Pearson, Aaliyah Dean, Bailey Winstead, 50 points back from the points lead. She's in need of a good run. Then we get to Bryce Pax, Braden Mills. He is in a must-win situation. Then we have Amshar Khan and Nolan Farley. Then we get to Kellen Sheff, Jordan Spencer, Nathan Rockhill. He is going to be one of the favorites to win today. Then we get to Eli Jackson, Grady Broughton. Then the other favorite to win today, Matthew Campton. Then we get to Cole Flick. Cole Flick. And then Maya Dimmick. Then we get to Ryan Calloway. And rounding out the top 20 is Owen Fischel. Then rounding out the rest of the field, it's Austin Horner. He's 2 points back from the points lead on Riley Poindexter. Then we get to Boston Matthews, Lily Horner, David Loudon, Paige Soper. Then we get to Nate Rao, Luke Dockery, Jonathan Stevenson, Grant Irwin, Riley Poindexter, the points leader. She's going to lose a ton of points if she doesn't get a top 10. And then Landon Gilliott. Riley Poindexter is your points leader, but she might lose the points lead after today. Mandatory pit stop, so she could still gain points. We are green here in Spa. We are green in Belgium. And they are already going 4 wide. Onto the first corner. Winstead is there. Look at Dean. Winstead, Bailey Winstead wants some spots. Bailey Winstead desperately needs a good run in the 15. And right now, it's a battle for the lead. The 45 and 17 are all battling, but it's Pearson who has lead, and here comes Jerome Lomax. Jerome Lomax is there, and now here comes Aaliyah Dean. Aaliyah Dean wants a great run to win here today. And there's already a gap, and here comes Dean. She wants second. That 50 car has speed, and they're already running over cones. That 3 is there as well. And the 2. Nolan Farley, as it runs, if he continues to run where it is and finishes where it is, he's going to be inside. He's going to be getting a good finish, and he will be the new points leader. But Bailey Winstead, if she finishes up front, like inside the top 5, she's going to close the gap dramatically, as Horner and Poindexter are deep in the field. How about in 14th? It's the F1 superstar, Matthew Campton. 3 spots in front of the 12 of Nathan Rockhill, his F1 teammate. Gilliott is in last. Poindexter is in 28th. Austin Horner is in 25th. Not what he wanted to see. 10 laps on a 4-mile circuit. They will have to race 44 miles, or should I say 43.5 miles around this road course. And it's all Penn Pearson on lap 1. But remember, there are mandatory pit stops to the 44 to the bumper of the 17. Penn Pearson is going to lead lap 1 in the Belgium Grand Prix. And it's a 7/10 of a second lead. Let's see how well he's going to do. Pit stops will be a factor. I already said that. I already said that there are mandatory pit stops, and yes, that is going to be a big factor in this one. Let's see what will the 44 do here through the high-speed corners and straightaways. Come into one of the slow corners. Here comes Lomax. Drive Lomax desperately needs a good run to the inside. Nope, not yet. Lomax couldn't take the lead. He took the lead only for a second. And it's a gap from 22nd to 23rd. And the 77 going after Soper. Now that gap starting to close back in just a bit though. What will Drive Lomax do? This is a good road course to race at. This is one of the main F1 road courses that they race at. Coming up tomorrow here from Belgium, here from Spa, Matthew Campson is starting on the pole for the Spa Grand Prix. Alongside, how about this, Nick Green making his debut in F1 as he is racing for Arrow McLaren. Arrow McLaren has 3 cars for tomorrow. Green is driving in the 17. No, not 17. But Green is driving in the 15 for Arrow McLaren tomorrow. Nathan Rockhill is also starting in 3rd in that race. And yeah, it should be fun tomorrow for F1. Here comes Lomax in the 44 there. Still cannot get a good run on the 17. As Penn Pearson is going to lead lap number 1. Is going to lead lap number 2 here in Spa. He leads lap number 2 here in Spa to lap number 3 of 10. 10 laps. Pit stops can happen anytime now. So when will it happen? Good question. Here they all come. Here comes a 44. Great run by Lomax. I think he's going to send it to the inside. He's a 10th back. A better run this time for Lomax. And Lomax will take the lead away. New leader in Spa. It's Drive Lomax. Drive Lomax looking for win number 1 in a really long time. The last time he won, it was 2 seasons ago when he got that multi-season win. He was a multi-time winner 2 seasons ago. And he wants to win here once again. He wants to get his first win in 2 years. It's Lomax over Pearson. It's a top 5 run going for the 15 as well. Bailey Winstead really needed this top 5. And here we go from Spa. Here comes the 44. The 44 doing really good here. Here we go. Contact made between the leaders. It's going to be Lomax who leads lap number 3. Drive Lomax is going to lead lap 3 with a great run. When will we see our first pit stops? Here we go. We are seeing our first pit stop, and it is the 19 of David Loudon. Loudon is the first one on pit road. While that's happening, we go back up front to your leader, Drive Lomax. But for how long? Here comes Pearson. Pearson retakes the lead. Ben Pearson wins his first career win. Here we go. Loudon out of pit road. Was that a race-winning move for David Loudon to come to pit road early? We are on lap 4 here of 10 here in Spa. This has been a good race. Not one of those boring races because we are actually seeing passes. And we know that strategy will come into play. Next week, we are back on the high banks of Monza, and we know for a fact that because it's on the same day as an F1 race, Matthew Campson will not be racing. And that one, neither will Nathan Rockhill. So we should expect to see a return of Dory Logan? Yeah, that is what's rumored right now, that she might make her Team Penske debut. She might be driving the 12 next week. Contact made between the leaders. Here comes the 50. Aaliyah Dean will take second away from Lomax. Drive Lomax loses second. Going to the back of the field to see if we see any pit stops. Oh, and there is a crash. Wow. Austin Horner crashes as he tries to get to pit road. That is not what he wanted. And Loudon is closing the gap on everybody as well. Lomax has closed the gap back on the second place driver of Aaliyah Dean. This is about to get good. Here comes the 50. Here comes the 44 to the inside. But the 17 will keep the lead and the 50 will keep second. Great racing here from Spa. Horner finally out of pit road after fixing his damage, but the 19 is going to be way in front of him. Next time by, we are halfway through this race, 5 laps down, 6 to go. Next time by, we will have 5 to go. We are almost to halfway here in Spa. This is about to be really, really interesting. And here comes the 17. This 17 put up some fast laps in practice as well. So no wonder he's up front. But remember, practice laps really doesn't count towards qualifying. You know why? Something that's coming, something that's new at every driver's meeting. Every driver has to pick where they're going to be qualifying. As a 50, comes to pit road. The 50 is on pit road. Let's see if anybody else is coming to pit road. The 22 is on pit road. The 41. There's a lot of drivers coming to pit road here on this lap. Halfway through the race here. A ton of drivers on pit road. As we see the 17 leading. Here we go. Pearson has a 2-second lead over the 44. The 50 with the great pit exit. Fantastic pit exit for the 50. The 19 is and the 41 are battling. They are still continuing to battle, but Dimmick is way behind. But great pit stop for the 50. The 50 is going to be way ahead of everybody that has came to pit road. And the 50 is right there. And the 50 is there as well. I mean, she barely pitted there. Great pit stop for the 50 of Aaliyah Dean. It'd be interesting to see where the F1 champion comes out at off the pit road. The 51 is there in 13th, but for how long will that last? Here comes the 44. He gets sideways through that corner. Now coming to the final few corners here. Let's see who's going to pit with 5 laps to go. The 45 pits. 2 and 46. I mean, the 2 and 46 are side by side here. Hampton is pitting. Rock Hill is pitting. A ton of drivers on pit road. And here comes the 50. I'm not going to even watch it because I know that the 50 will most likely retake the lead. I mean, I know that the 50 will most likely pass all those drivers. Schreiner coming off pit road. Gonna be the second one off pit road. Campton is going to be behind the 83. And they're going to be way behind as there's a long jam off the pit road. The 50 and 45 will be the 2 cars most likely battling as Jerome Lomax has the lead here in Spa. But what a pit stop by both the 50 and the 45. They're not too far back from the leaders. So we see yet another battle up front. It's a 17 there. And the 44 as well. Here comes Lomax. Jerome Lomax on lap 7. Next time by, it's going to be 3 laps to go. Three laps to go next time by here in Spa. It's been a good race. Here we go. Let's take a look back at this. The 41 is there. You see most of the leaders pitting. Braden Mills is staying out. Most of the leaders are come to pit road. I can't believe that we saw one crash. The only driver to crash come to pit road was the one of Horner. As we see the 50 now coming around. She is going to be in front of the drivers that are just pitting. But who's going to win the race off the pit road? Looks like that Lomax is not having a good. Oh my gosh. The 7th. Oh my gosh. Drive Lomax, not with a good Lomax. Lomax with a horrible pit stop. Where's the 2 at? Where is Norm Farley? Where is the 2 at? There's a 15. Where is Nolan Farley at? How was his pit stop compared to everyone else's? Or has he even pitted yet? That's the question. It's Mills. No, Farley has not pitted yet. But Jordan Spencer has. What a pit stop by Jordan Spencer. Loudon is going to get a top 10 finish as well. The top 4 all need to pit. Not a bad pit stop for the number 1. But how about Austin Horner? We have 3 laps to go. Anybody staying out? Nope, nobody is staying out. Except the drivers that have already pitted. Here. Aaliyah Dean is going to have the lead. But where is this going to finish out? How about Aaliyah Dean having the chance to win final 2 laps? All that matters is where the 15 is going to be compared to the 2. The 2 is going to be in front of the 15. What a pit stop for the 2 of Nolan Farley. Farley is there, and he's going to stay in front of the 19. Claudia Rader with the great pit stop as well. Jordan Spencer as well. But right now it's Aaliyah Dean who is leading. Pit stops work out. This is exactly what the 15 wanted. Bailey Winstead will get a top 10 finish. And she's going to have a great run in the points here. It's a 1 second lead now. If Schreiner closes the gap enough and is able to close the gap and maybe take the lead next time by, Andre Schreiner could go back to back. The chance is real to go back to back for Andre Schreiner. The speed is there. You can see it. She is close. Andre Schreiner has a chance to win in Spa. She has a chance to do something for the first time since Quinn Chef did it earlier this year, and that is go back-to-back. Quinn Chef had 2 wins in a row. And now the chance is here for the 45, but she just needs to get a great run. Here comes the 45. Will she have enough speed and advantage to take the lead here on this final lap? I think it's a little bit too little too late for Andre Schreiner. She just needs to try to take the lead. Maybe on the final corner. The 45 is there. 5/10 back. But is Aaliyah Dean going to stop Andre Schreiner from winning 2 in a row? We still will have a bunch of corners left. And Andre Schreiner has that chance to go back-to-back. I feel like if she was closer one lap ago, she would have been in the lead right now. But right now, Schreiner cannot do anything with the gap. 4/10 back. She is there. She is there trying to get the lead, but right now, she can't. Aaliyah Dean has the lead over Andre Schreiner. Aaliyah Dean won a race last year as well. Here we go. Schreiner needs to have a great time right now. If Schreiner wins, that's going to open up more possibilities for another driver entering the playoffs on points. Even more chances. Here comes the 45. Schreiner is there. She's not going to do it. Back-to-back, not going to happen. Aaliyah Dean is going to win in the Belgium Grand Prix. She wins at Spa. Great race indeed. And exactly what we wanted to see out of the 15. And now all that matters is how things shake out in the points. Well, folks, that will do it. Thanks for watching.